Hello again, everyone. It's me, MadameMacabre, and who's been filming me out in the desert? Hello, and welcome back to everybody who's returning, and welcome if you are brand new here. I'm MadameMacabre, and I do videos about lots of spooky things on this channel. Today, I'm going to be reacting to a user-submitted creepy video. I got recommended by Duchess Sweet Pea to watch a video about an encounter with a supposedly real witch in a Saudi Arabian desert. Y'all know me, I love spooky things, but I got a lot of opinions about spooky things, and I can be a little bit extra. So this should be an experience. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I don't know if y'all have already seen this or not, but it's new to me. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, all right?
Sure. دور.
Okay. Awesome, yet another video recorded on a potato. Why are they always recorded on potatoes? So it looks like, okay, they're in a car, and they're like being jerks, flashing their headlights at someone. Okay, they moving a little weird. Okay, so I'm guessing that's supposed to be the witch. Okay, I know it's supposed to be scary and everything, but my first impression is, why are you like cornering her and flashing your headlights at her and just relatively being annoying? She's just out having a nice walk in the desert, minding her own business, and you're revving your engine at her. Why are you screaming? She's just coming probably to tell you to turn your goddamn headlights off. Why are you screaming? She's standing there. This man's a baby. Okay, so it's like hunched over with a walking stick. So she's like an old lady. That's some pretty intimidating walking. Okay, if you're really that scared, just drive off. Don't just sit there and flash your headlights at her. Because, like, at that point, I'd be, like, coming to confront you, too. You're being a jerk. So she's just kind of hobbling. It's some intimidating hobbling. She's standing there, menacingly. Why are you crying? She's, like, hobbling towards you. You're a grown man in a car. You whack him with that stick, Granny. You whack him with that stick. Look, she wore herself out, and now she's just gonna hobble off and mind her own business. Now go. Leave her alone. So you're gonna turn your car so you blast your headlights at her again and rev your engine some more and flash your headlights. Oh, now she's mad. No, I'm siding with Granny. You smack them. You smack them with that stick. They deserve it. Cry some more. Good Lord. Okay. I know that's supposed to be like a scary found footage film, but I don't think it got quite the right reaction they were hoping to get out of me, because instead of being like, scary desert witch, I'm just like irritated at these annoying men. Before I get too far into anything, I'm gonna say it right now, I feel like this is a hoax. I'll get into that a little bit later though. But putting the hoax thing aside, let's say that it's not a hoax. And, you know, this old woman's just happened to be wandering on her own in the desert. You find her, and your first reaction is to turn your brights on, flash them at her, and rev your car engine. I don't know about y'all, but to me, that feels like a very threatening behavior, and if people started doing it to me, I'd probably get mad too. The most she does is just stand there and look at them through her long hair. Oh no, am I scary now? Like, come on, for pity's sake, give me a break. So you're flashing your headlights at her, you're revving her engine, and she eventually starts hobbling up at you with her walking stick. An old, disabled woman that can barely walk without practically falling over. Okay, that's super, super scary and threatening. She wouldn't be running after you if you hadn't been revving at her and flashing your lights and being a relative jerk. At one point in the video, she straight up turns to the side and starts walking off into the desert. And these ding-dongs don't let her go. They have to turn the car, put the headlights on her again, and keep revving their engine. And suddenly, when she's finally had enough, she snaps and she does her little old lady scream, and she has to hobble towards the car to possibly bonk them with her stick, which they deserve. They want to scream and cut the lights, and now it's just us screaming in the dark. Once again, I'm Team Granny, okay? You deserve to be bonked with her cane because y'all are just being asshats. Oh, but she's a witch, so she should be very scary even though she's an old woman. Witch or not, she was minding her own business. She wouldn't have had a reason to curse you or try and wish ill upon you if you had just left her alone. But no, we're gonna harass her for like 3 minutes straight. Yeah, that might get you hexed, but you deserve it. All that aside, however, the reality of the situation to me looks like it is very much a manufactured hoax video made by these guys themselves for fun. Now, you know, that's not knocking on the video or anything, because it's still very entertaining, and I'm sure they got lots of views and they got exactly what they wanted out of this video. However, I just don't believe any of it to be true. There's a lot of things in this video that just, you know, stick out as red flags. I mean, for one, if that old woman is hobbling around, hardly able to walk right, pitch dark in the desert, okay, first of all, this is just me thinking, jumping back. If I were to see an old woman wandering the desert in the dark, I would be concerned for her health and try and figure out where the Adult Protective Services can be reached so I can help this poor lost old woman who might be hurt. But I digress, I just derailed again. So this old woman is wandering out in the desert all alone in these beautifully clean, stark white, just pure, unsoiled robes. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm in like white robes that are like full body length and I have to stumble around in a sandy, dirt-filled desert in the dark with no light sources, it ain't gonna be entirely pearly white at that point anymore, okay? It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look a mess. What kind of witch in her right mind would wear white robes to go do dirty work out in nature, okay? It just don't make sense. What I'm personally thinking is it's probably one of these guys' friends with like a white sheet over them, a Party City bad wig, and like a cheap walking stick, just doing their best impression of Quasimodo running around the wilderness. They probably drove their friend out there into the middle of nowhere with them, had their friend get out. That would be the most likely explanation for why there is someone out there in the middle of the desert when there's no other plausible way to get there without any light sources. So aside from the oddness of a little old lady being out in the desert all alone with no light in pure clean white robes with no mess on them, another thing that struck me as kind of fishy was honestly the guy's reactions. Like, I'm sorry, but the dude in the passenger seat was doing some serious overacting. Like, yeah, he has a good fear reaction. That sounds like it could be used for someone who's genuinely scared. Problem is, he was having these, my life is in danger, I'm gonna die, fear screams over just non-menacing things. She was standing there and he was like, ah, ah, ah. She was just standing there and he was having an absolute meltdown. Like, if they were really that scared, the logical thing to do would have been immediately get away from this thing you are supposedly scared of. Let's not sit here, flash our lights at it a bunch of times, and scream every time it breathes. So that just felt really artificial and very fishy to me. So all in all, I will give them props for creativity. I'm sure they had a blast going out and recording that, and it is a fun little video. I imagine younger viewers who don't find all the red flags that I did immediately would probably find it pretty spooky. And I think, once again, the whole potato camera thing, it seems like a lot of these videos almost have to be recorded in really bad quality, because if you could see them in any amount of actual detail, you'd immediately be able to see through everything and it wouldn't be scary whatsoever. So I think the potato cam does help it out a little bit. All in all, it is a fun video, except for me personally, as someone who cannot stand those annoying drivers who always go around with their brights and are being just relative jerks, flashing their lights and stuff when they want to do 180 in a 50 zone, just made me angry. I just sympathized with the cryptid woman. What can you do? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think I'm totally off base thinking that it is a hoax? Do you think it is genuinely real? Or are you on the same page? Did this video scare you? How long ago did you first see it? All those fun questions, feel free to answer down in the comments below. And if you have any spooky things that you would like to see me react to in the future, feel free to share those as well. But that is all we currently have time for today, so I will catch you all next time with another video. And until then, remember, stay creepy.